There's a friend of mine. His name's Dave Kellogg, so I'll give him a shout out on this podcast. He was super influential to my career. Dave was a multiple time CEO, and I was fortunate that when I was at Elation, he was interim CMO for about 12 months. And so through that process, Dave's a numbers guy. He was a CMO of Business Objects and then became CEO, but he actually has a math background. Okay, he was at Cal Berkeley and all these things. And so Dave and I got along really well because of numbers, right? And whenever we, got to building a plan, like you discuss, there was a lot of people that were not in the room. Okay, it was just him and I with numbers that were in the room, and we'd come to this realistic plan. And Dave has this thing that's called, our job, a CEO's job and a CFO's job is to make a plan that you can hit. Because guess what happens when you make a plan that you can hit? Employee morale goes up, all these things go up. And although it may not be the plan that makes your investors really rich or makes your CEO worth $1 bazillion, but it is the plan that makes all of your employees rich because it's realistic in their day-to-day jobs, right? And when your employees are day-to-day motivated and excited and not feeling like they're chasing an unrealistic number, you get better outputs. You know what I mean? And I think people lose sight of setting realistic expectations versus setting these plans that make other people rich on the heels of other people missing the numbers, you know? And then it also does this thing where you spend extra marketing dollars because you're trying to hit this unrealistic plan. You spend extra on people because you're trying to hit this plan. And then you wake up and then you have a burn problem when in reality, if you just were, realistic with the math numbers, it may not have been the rich, IPO that everybody's talking about, but it does get to a happy employee with realistic growth numbers.